I thought I might do an update video of what's been going on. So just been busy this week trying to get that ute fixed. So that's all fixed now, everything's pretty much done, just need to go back and just get it looked at, and yeah, that should be it. I just went around and took most of the rust out with that setup. It looks pretty good. It's just only this this bit here that has got the rust, but that doesn't affect the construction of the frame, the bodywork. It's more like just holding the rubber up. So I'm just going to prime it now. Just going to prime it with this, then I've got a top coat to go over that. That is looking good. Looking very good. This side hardly got any rust at all. Just only tiny surface rust. That is looking good. So there should be only 4 things to fix now from my long list. Both wheels, something wrong around there, and then there's an exhaust leak, and just the brake, the park brake isn't working that well. I knew that park brake wasn't working that well when I first got it, but I just put it on gear when I'm parked somewhere, so it didn't bother me. But we'll get that fixed. So the plan is for them to take it apart and have a look, get me a quote first. If it's only a few hundred, go ahead and fix it. If it's going to be a few thousand, then I'll probably be like, put it back and just give me back the ute, and I'll wait a month or so until I save up that money and then get it fixed. I drive past the street all the time, and I always look at these utes, look at the prices, and I go, thank goodness that I don't need to pay that much. A few people will comment and say that, oh, don't worry about it, it's just only a Great War, it's not the best ute around, and yeah, I agree with that. But the thing is with me, and it'll be the same with some culture, is that no matter what we get, whether it's a lower brand, we take care of it, you know, we look after it, we try to treat it like it's our pride and joy. So yeah. I don't always wear Nike shoes. I never wear Nike shoes, to be quite honest, or Adidas or anything like that. I normally just go to the warehouse and buy warehouse shoes. But for me, I'm happy with that. So with this ute, I'm pretty happy with it. All we had to do was just do a little bit of engine repair at the start, and then the whole year gave me no problem. So most of the things are done now, and once we get through this first one of fitness, it should all be sweet. Today I've got a little bit of work to do. Just got a phone call last night saying that there's a building that needs cleaning up, and he's going to pay me in cash. And he's got all the equipment. He's got all the equipment there. All I need to do is just show up and do the job. So just going to take this bike over. It's funny that. It's funny. When you need money, it always comes. Well, when I need money, it always comes to me. It's like God's got a plan. I just came back from the mechanic, so everything on that is done. I just need to go back and get that stupid sticker. So, Hunting HQ. I did set some money aside for Hunting HQ. Hunting HQ? Yeah. And so I put $250 aside once I got paid from the wage subsidy. And I was going to join, I was going to make a video of how you sign up, how it works, but recently in a couple of hunts that I've been on, I've been seeing deer. So the last hunt that I've been on, another deer popped out in the bush. So yeah, so I'm thinking, hang on, I'm starting to see quite a bit of deer sign, quite a bit of deer. I don't think I need to pay $200 to go into somebody's block and shoot some deer. So, well, one deer. You're probably only allowed one deer. This is one good reason to follow the fence line. We were walking and it was a clear track, everything marked out, and then all of a sudden it just starts getting thicker and thicker, and now we're stuck in this kind of bush. Well, something's been rubbing on this tree. So for those experienced hunters out there, is that a deer or is that a pig? There's an old one. That's actually quite fresh. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that money aside and start working on my old project, which is getting my dog up and running. So recently I took my dog out for another hunt. It's funny that every time we go for a pig hunt, a deer pops up. So I'm thinking maybe one day I'll just go into the bush like a ninja and try to get a deer now that I kind of discovered an area where there are deer. So yeah, but we've got the school holidays coming up, and I told you that I've got this master plan which could work, might work. I don't know if it works, but we'll see. Well, I'll show you guys anyway. So yeah, so the master plan is I'm going to take GC to a pig hunting school. So just a 2-week course. Everything's been booked, so I've already booked it. We're all ready to go. So the first week of the school holiday, which is coming up, we're going to drive over, probably do a camp at a holiday park somewhere, and drop the dog off and leave it there for 2 weeks. And during that 2 weeks, every day he's just going to be onto a pig. Just, I don't know exactly what they do, but they just teach them how to be onto a pig and bail and all that thing. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated with that, because that is something that I was trying to figure out early stages. GC's just about almost 10 months now, so still very, very young, but he's doing very well. So we've got 3 dogs working today. So GC just came back from chasing something, and there's a little bit of a cut just, where is it, just there. Is that a good sign or what, or not? Well, unfortunately, he's not quite clicking on to the pigs. He's found a deer, and I just had a deer run past me. Found some goats, but no pigs, so we'll see what happens. At that point I was thinking, what was he chasing? Because him coming up with a little cut like that could mean that I've made a little mistake and called him back a little bit too quick with the shock collar. I thought he was chasing another deer. I thought he was just going round and round in a circle chasing another deer, but he could be taking his time trying to get a pig. I've got one more hunt booked soon, just with another subscriber. So even if we do manage to get a pig on that day, I'll still take GC for that pig hunting school, just because I just want him to be a bit of a machine and get, be successful in the bush. So yeah, that's what's happening. So no fishing for a while until this weather starts to turn good. I'll probably do another hunt for deer sometime in the next couple of weeks, just only me by myself because I want to keep quiet and be like a ninja in the bush. The scope for you guys that is wondering about the last time I saw a deer, hang on, I'll be back. Alright, the scope that I'm using, just from the bottom there, it says 3 × 9 × 40. Looking through an animal here at 200 meters, I'm seeing like a tiny ant size of a picture through the scope. I'm not a scope expert. I know a few people that have commented about changing a scope, and that is something maybe later for the future, because there has been a couple of times where I see a deer in the distance and I'm thinking, wow, that's looking through that was really far, and trying to just get it steady. Even if I try to rest it onto a tree, I can still, it's still a bit shaky and it's still like moving around, and like, nah, I can't pull the trigger on that. Probably just save it for another time where I can get a bit closer. Rather have the deer in the area rather than start shooting crazy and spooking it away from the area. So yeah, so maybe a scope in the future, but like I said, I've spent so much money just fixing up the ute. I'm going a little bit broke, so yeah, just whenever I get a bit of money I'll look into that. So that is something that's not out of the question at the moment. So yeah, anyway, so that's what's been happening, and I'll continue on to try to go on my adventure, even though the weather's been quite bad these last few weeks.